What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Way, Playmaker Way with the playbook. And y'all read the title. This video is very important, okay? This is a very important video. And only people that actually stay consistent with it and actually don't break these rules will see the results, okay? So, first, nowadays people use a lot of words they don't even know what they mean. I was just so kind. I was just in such the giving mood that I put the definition of plan right here, okay? Go ahead and pause that if you need to. So now that we know what plan actually means, now you know that you have to stick to the plan. You got to be consistent with it. These are rules you have to follow every day. If you skip some rules, you break some rules, you're going to become inconsistent because you just inconsistently went about your trading plan. Okay? Makes sense? Makes sense. All right. Now, let's get into this. Now, again, this is a trading plan. If you literally stick to these plans, like some of my students and myself have, you will literally profit more than you lose every day, and you'll make consistent profits every week to withdraw, because I recommend withdrawing every week, every 2 weeks minimum. Not every day. That's because some trades might not go your way, so you still need that cushion to make up for that. Because let's say you made $100 today, you pull out the $100. Now you're back at your base or regular account level, and then the next day or the next trade, you lose that trade. Now you're under the initial amount you put in your account, where if you were already up $100, let's say you lost $20, you're still up 80 bucks. You get what I'm saying? So that's why you need some time. I say a week minimum. Week to 2 weeks is a good wiggle room, okay? And if you're trying to do that compounding strategy, go for it. You can obviously do that too. And then, but for people that are just trying to, make some side money on a weekly, bi-weekly basis, every week to every 2 weeks is when I would recommend pulling out, okay? So now that we got that out the way, now let's talk about the trading plan, okay? First, you need to write down how much is in your account. What is your account size, okay? Once you have that down, then you need to know how much you're willing to risk per trade of your account, okay? So I'm gonna put an example. Let's say you have a $200 account and you only wanna risk 2% of your account per trade. That means every trade, no matter what the lot, no matter how big your SL is, you can only risk 2% of your account. Makes sense? And if you don't know what 2% of your account is, you literally just put in the number, then go in the calculator, do times, then 0.02. And that number that pops up is how much 2% of your account is. Very simple. But a lot of people don't do this, okay? If you do this, now you know how much you can risk per trade, okay? So if you're literally only risking 2% of your account per trade, and you take 3 trades, you lose 1 trade, you win 2 trades. TP should at least be half of what you're trying to risk or double what you're trying to risk, okay? Because multiple TPs, and obviously price doesn't go all the way to the ultimate TP all the time. Sometimes it'll retrace, you'll get wicked in profit. If your SL's in profit, this, that, and the third. We don't control the market. There's a lot of things you have to prepare for, and there's a lot of steps you have to put in place. But that's why I'm making this video, to make this a lot simpler, and so you know exactly what to do. Now that you know how much you're willing to risk, now you need to know how many trades you're trying to take per day, okay? If you're trying to take 4 trades per day, that means 2% times 4. That means you're risking 8% of your account per day, which isn't bad. You want to do 5 trades, you're risking 10% of your account per day, whatever. Now you know how many trades you might take. The first one, how much of your account you're willing to risk per trade. You got that number, stick to it. Second one, now you know how many trades you're willing to take per day. So stick to that. Now the next step, what is your daily goal? How much are you trying to make per day? And you have to be realistic based off your account. And like, again, we just did the math. So if you're risking 2% of your account per day and you're taking 5 trades, that means you're risking 10% of your account per day. So if you have a good strategy, or you're in a free signal room, you take some of my trades, because again, yes, I do have a free signal room. First link in the description. On the right side of the screen while I'm talking, you can see some of the results from the free signal room. Results my students have gotten also within the program. Now, let me just keep on talking, all right? You have a strategy now, okay? So you got your trading strategy. You know how much you're willing to risk per trade. You know how many trades you're taking. So your strategy should be at least 80 to 90% accurate. It's not gonna be 100% accurate. No strategy is 100% accurate. That's just facts. Price will always either go your way or it's going to do two things. Either hit your SL, hit your TP, or go halfway and then retrace. So three things. It's only three things it's going to do, and always does one of those three things. Always. So that being said, now before you enter a trade, you need to identify your stop loss and identify your take profits. Now, you should, the pip wise, of course, the amount you're risking should not be more than the amount of pips you're trying to gain. So if you're risking 50 pips, you should be trying to at least gain, I would, a 1-to-1's okay if you really believe it's going to go your way by a lot of confirmations, but still, I'd like to do at least a 1-to-2 risk-reward ratio minimum. 1-to-1's okay, depending on what you're trading and, you know, a lot of other confirmations, but 1-to-2 minimum usually, okay? So 1-to-2 risk to reward. So if you're risking 2% of your account, the goal is to at least make 1% of your account or 2%, if not double that. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. If you have a consistent strategy, even if you lose at one trade, that 2% you lost, you should have made at least 5% of the account based off the other 3 or 4 trades you took. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's after the 2% you lost. So literally, if you're literally risking only 2% of your account per trade, and you're winning more trades than you're losing, and you're putting your stop loss on profit and all this stuff, there's no way that you should lose. I go the day, if not the week, not in profit. Literally. That is that simple. So now, how much are you trying to make per day? Okay, so now you just see, the reason why you do this is so you now it's a lot more realistic the amount that you're trying to make per day, your daily goal, because a lot of times people will screenshot, oh, I made this much, I made 3K, 2K, 100K, blah, 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 blah. And their strategy, one, is not like my strategy. The amount of pips we catch, again, look at the pips we caught. Okay, the amount of pips we catch on a daily basis is not even the same to other signal rooms or other, you know, a lot of other channels out there where they're just catching like 20 pips and all this stuff. Okay, so that's the one big difference. If you're catching more pips, then you can do a smaller lot size and still make a lot of money. Or if you're only catching a little bit of pips, you have to put a bigger lot size to make any money. With my strategy here, even off of 0.01, which is 10 cents per pip, you can still make good money, especially percent-wise, because that's the goal. You're not trying to make a certain number. You got to literally make what is possible with your account size. You have to be realistic with yourself. If you don't got a $5,000 account, you can't expect to make $1,000 a day. How is that possible without over leveraging, without gambling? You know what I'm saying? You have to be really realistic. And a lot of strategies out there aren't realistic because they forget to mention these things like, hey, if you don't have the exact same account size as me, or if you're not putting the exact lot size as me, you're not going to make any money. And you know what I'm saying? But with this strategy, not only will you make money, but you will consistently profit daily and weekly, bi-weekly and monthly. But you have to be disciplined and you have to stick to your plan. You cannot change it up. You can't over leverage. You can't do multiple trades. You can if you want, but you risk that consequence of over leveraging or losing more than you're okay with. Because a lot of the reasons why people get frustrated, get upset about trades, or stressing when you're in drawdown is because you know damn well the amount you put in, you're not okay with risking. You're only worried about how much you could make with that lot size, but nobody thinks about how much you can lose with that lot size. If you think about how much you're literally okay with how much you risked, even if it's your stop loss, you should not be upset. When stop loss get hit for me, I am unfazed. On to the next one. I'm just like, okay, lost X amount of my account, cool. I just got to get it back. That's simple. Now, if I lost 10% of my account in one trade or 20%, I'd be upset too. But I'm not doing that because that's stupid, okay? You literally, if you're just going into the markets doing whatever, of course you're not going to succeed. That's with anything in life. If you're doing anything without a plan or knowing what you're doing, you're not going to succeed. That's just common sense, okay? So, that video was very short, very simple. But again, if you stick to this stuff, it will help you out. You want to contact me, you can hit me on the Instagram, second link in the description, or, you know, same thing as the YouTube channel name, playmaker_way. Check out the free signal room. Don't miss out. I trade London into New York session. Don't want to miss out, man. Especially up during that time trading. Might as well check it out. Go on a demo, take some of my trades, see how you like, or go on the live, what you know, go on the demo, take a couple of my trades, see what happens, and then, you know, go on your real account with it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment down any questions, comments, concerns, more trade breakdowns to come, more trading tips to come, more trading psychology videos to come, a whole lot of more content to come. All right, make sure to follow my Instagram as well. I post daily on there, and also you can contact me there. All right, we out.